Hi everyone. Today we are going to demonstrate Vedic Vimana Jigyasa 2.0 Summer Visiting Program 2023 CSIR-NAL presented by Jisnu K.V. Hebal and Ananya K.V. K.R. Did you know that Sage Bharadwaja from the Vedic period wrote about the concept of an aeroplane in his scriptures 7,000 years ago? They say that Sage Bharadwaja was a highly respected sage from the Vedic period. Bharadwaja ashram was situated in current-day Prayag in Uttar Pradesh. At Bharadwaja ashram, he researched several subjects such as Ayurveda, genetics, human embryo formation. Bharadwaja also wrote a collection of books such as Sanskrit grammar and Ayurveda Sanhita, Bharadwaja Siksha and Vimana Sanhita. Bharadwaja is known as a great sage for these reasons. Out of Bharadwaja's scriptures, Vimana Sanhita is Maharishi Bharadwaja's most important contribution to modern science and technology. The technology of building of an aircraft has been explained with the help of 3,000 stanzas, 8 chapters, 100 sections, 500 principles and several drawings in this collection. Shivkar Bapuji Tulpade, an Indian Vedic scholar, built Marutsakha, the world's first unmanned aircraft, in 1895. Marutsakha flew 1,500 feet above the ground at Bombay's Chowpatty Beach. Marutsakha Vimana was invented 8 years before the Wright brothers. But the British kept the world from learning of this invention. So Tulpade's invention, along with Maharishi Bharadwaja's knowledge, got lost in the pages of history. Bharadwaj had dealt with 4 types of fuels that can be used by Vimanas, like Vanaspati oil, mercury gas, solar energy, directly consuming power from air. But recently scientists at NASA had experimented with the techniques of using mercury as mentioned in Vimana Sastra texts of India and designed mercury vortex engines successfully. They adopted the technology mentioned in Samarangana Sutradhara, written by King Bhoja and translated by William Clarendon into English. The Vimana are classified into 3 types: Mantarika Vimana, Tantrika Vimana and Kritaka Vimana. During the Satya and Treta Yuga, Vimanas were called and classified as Mantarika Vimanas. They were 25. They used to work with physical and mystical powers. Mantarika type of aircrafts were used where the pilots could fly the planes with the helps of mantra. Mantarika type of aircrafts were used, that means the pilot had to know various mantras to power the aircraft. So in the book it has been mentioned that there are 25 varieties of such aircrafts. Ravana Pushpak Vimana was one of the Mantarik Vimanas. During Dwapara Yuga, Vimanas were categorized as Tantrika type. There are 56 varieties of this kind. In the Dwapar Yuga, the Vimanas were called Tantrika Vimanas, so the pilot had to know the tantras associated with flying the aircraft. So there were 56 types of aircrafts mentioned in Dwapar Yuga, which include Bhairava and Nan. Subha Vimana mentioned in the Mahabharata was one such Tantrika Vimanas. Indian Puranas have many references to Vimanas. Rakshasa called Tripurasura had aerial cities, which used to fly in air and travel on earth and water. When they were torturing people, Lord Shiva eliminated them. In Bhagavatam there is a mention of an aerial attack by Shishupala's friend Salva on Krishna's Dwarka. His space vehicle was called as Sobha and was made of iron. It had the technique of appearing and disappearing in the sky after an attack. During Kali Yuga, Vimanas have been named as Kartika type. There are 25 varieties of this kind, which are run by machines. These classifications confirm that the view expressed in Puranas cannot be brushed aside as figs of imagination. The Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle is an expendable medium-lift launch vehicle designed and operated by the Indian Space Research Organization. ISRO's workhorse PSLV-C-54 has successfully launched EOS-06 satellite along with 8 nanosatellites into 2 different SSPOs. The mission was accomplished from Satish Dhawan Space Center South, HAR on the 26th of November 2022. Geosynchronous Satellite Launch Vehicle Mark III or GSLV-MK3 is a 3-stage medium-lift launch vehicle developed by the Indian Space Research Organisation and mainly to identify its task of placing satellites into a variety of orbits. Tejas, an Indian, single-engine, delta-wing, light multi-role fighter designed by the Aeronautical Development Agency in collaboration with Aircraft Research and Design Centre of Hindustan Aeronautics Limited for the Indian Air Force and Indian Navy. Saras, which is the first Indian multipurpose civilian aircraft in the light transport aircraft category as designed by the National Aerospace Laboratories. Hansa, which is an Indian all-composite low-wing tricycle gear 2-seater general aviation monoplane for flight training as well as personal flying. Thank you.